seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. Most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hugs now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady, and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Leaves of pleasure. Look at this one over here. Calvert! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up! Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cabin. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon?
How'd they sucker you to join? Fall for the fancy...
Get back up here! Come on, it's time. You're with me.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Standard reading a clean break. Shut it down.
Let's go!
Hella,
Yeah, about that. Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out. getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything?
Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Oh yeah, you were a real rags to riches to rags story when you signed on. From space industrialist to contract miner. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened? Huh. Well, makes the paperwork easier, and we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil. Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Oh, sure, just take my
Not a
stuff.
joke.
All yours.
You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there. Same with Constellation.
Yeah, but come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
Not to them, apparently. All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal, and no Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Doesn't even remember what happened.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett? Everybody get ready! Just like the emergency! Go!
That was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know what the artifact might have done to your head, and Constellation is really the only group qualified to help.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Now that we've been attacked, we've got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going. Don't you get it? You don't have a job here anymore. You're with those explorers now. Like it or not. Just go, all right? Figure out what happened to you when you touched that rock.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo? Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time. Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, Questions? Come on. You really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take, and you're part of it now. They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties. Shields ready. The rest is up to you. To test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates. Surface. route, Captain. According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction. Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable. Curious, these are United Colonies warnings, but we are in the Freestar collective space. It sits within this facility.
You gotta be kidding me. Oh no, you see, we weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the frontier. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from 100 planets.
That statement is partially correct. The frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship. You're not talking us out of this score. They aren't? You sure? Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference. Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Let me guess. Protocol Indigo again? And here's your new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty.
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees? Sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Captain, Constellation will be waiting for you at the lodge. The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power. Everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably...
We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only two of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Godric?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Hello. I think you should follow your own conscience. For I cannot be comfortable with either side gaining Crix's legacy. The Crimson Fleet do not deserve any sort of victory. They are pirate scum, and they always will be. But turning this over to the UC, and assisting them in eliminating the Crimson Fleet, that just allows them to sweep this under the rug, erase their mistake. They can continue pretending as though they are morally superior to the rest of the settled systems. Truthfully, I feel like no matter who receives Crix's legacy, no one really wins. Be sure and check your pockets when we leave. We're certain we still have
All right,
everything
don't
in
stand
them.
there looking stupid. Everything's going to hell and Delgado needs you in operations. Not yet, but hey, if you stand here long enough, maybe we can just wait and see if their next attack wave does a better job. Yeah? Well, if we survive, I'll pat you on the back later. Ikande's throwing everything he's got at us, but we're planning on pushing his sorry ass all the way back to Jemison. That is, unless you want to keep standing here talking while the Vigilance puts its crosshairs on us.
hear the sound of credits being wasted.
Warning detected. Multiple contact.
All decks in defensive stations, drive them back! And shut off the damn alarm!
Well, what's that there?
Let's move. Decompression detected in the starboard cargo bay.
Saved your ass again. I should start charging you for my help. You kidding me? I backed your play at the lock and now I just saved you the trouble of punching through these tin cans alone? I'd say that calls for a few extra credits on my next paycheck, don't you think? Still not gonna let that one go, huh? What the hell do I have to do for you to forget that it ever happened? Anyway, I'll clear out the rest of this bay. You better get going.
Well, that's that. This little beauty isn't jumping anywhere now. What would you do without me? Come on. I really have to spell this out for you? A child would understand. No engineering means no grab drive. No grab drive means no grab jump. This ship isn't going anywhere. Get it? Or do I need to draw you a diagram? Oh, back up there a second. I seem to remember you approaching me about joining the Crimson Fleet. You didn't think it was gonna be easy, did you? All right, enough of this bullshit. Go on ahead and give Ikande my regards. I bet he can't wait to see you.
Hey, there you are. This is a far cry from enforcing debts in Sidonia, am I right? Seriously? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you've forgotten about the guy that single-handedly got you into the fleet. If it wasn't for me, you'd still be trying to sell that crate of Aurora back on Sidonia. Damn right it's good to see me. I'm about to hook your sorry ass up a second time. So, section ahead's a bit tricky. Comm chatter says SysDef's about to hit us with a squad of heavily armed troops. I've hacked all their bots and turrets to give us some backup. Or if you want to move fast, I can find you a way around instead. How you want to play this? Haul behind you, bite the robots. I'll get the door. If you keep quiet enough, they'll never know you were here.
I'm going to allow the Vigilance to fall into the hands of the Crimson Fleet.
Why are you even bothering to talk? We should drop this asshole right now.
Lower your weapon, Jillian.
Are you out of your mind? Why?
It would be pointless. I have activated the Vigilance's self-destruct. It won't be long before this ship and everyone who remains aboard are going to be incinerated. Long enough to allow me to talk to you before we all die. Or what? You will kill me? You have already done that. The destruction of this vessel and the deaths of everyone aboard falls on your shoulders. Whatever caused you to side with these lawless pirates, I hope it was worth it. Fun? Is gambling with people's lives some kind of game to you? I did not expect such a callous reason as your motivation. But I clearly misjudged you when I approved your addition to the team. In light of what's about to happen to us, I suppose it doesn't matter. And why would I do that? You bastard. I admit, it's not an easy... Your word. So no, I will not comply. This isn't just about the Vigilance. I believe the galaxy is safer without...
We missed the party.
It looks like you blew out every last candle, Rook. Hope you made a wish. Anyway, we secured the ship. It was pretty easy once all the Marines took off.
Want to sweep the area? Just in case?
I'm done here. Rook, I'll meet you back on the quay.
Yeah! For the legacy! Yeah! And for the fleet! Yeah!
You son of a bitch, you did it! You actually pulled it off!
Didn't I tell you, Dale? I told you there was something different about this Rook.
Oh my god, Nave, you're so full of shit.
What? I just call it like I see it, Jazz.
Yeah, sure. I seem to remember your rant about that lousy Rook and how you were gonna off that loser and take their ship. No?
Shut up, Jazz.
Both of you, cut the crap and let me talk. All right, look. I'm terrible at this crap, so I'm going to spare all of us the stupid speeches and make this short. When I took over around here, things were looking grim. We were hanging on by a thread. The only thing that kept the fleet intact was the promise that I'd find Crix's legacy and put us back on top. At the time, I was full of shit. I didn't know how the hell I was going to make that happen. And as the years passed, my words started to wear.
We lost a lot of good people because they thought Dale was chasing ghosts.
She's right. That thread I was talking about, it frayed. Badly. But when you found that recording on Suvorov, the hunt reignited. You gave us the courage we needed to hold fast. Now that his legacy is where it belongs, we can become the pirates Crix always meant us to be. Thanks to you.
It feels extremely uncomfortable to be thanked for such a thing.
Oh, I can't wait to get my greasy little hands on that thing of beauty.
Get in line, Missy. You talking about my new ship there.
No one is doing anything to the Vigilance until I give the okay. For now, we're going to leave it at station keeping near the quay until we decide how badly to trick it out. If you've left anything over there, you're welcome to head back and have a look around.
Yeah, you wish.
Unfortunately, Neva's right. This is a setback for the United Colonies. But now that the Vigilance is gone and Ikande is out of the running, they're not going to just forget we exist. It's only a matter of time before they try and cook up some new scheme to come after us. Except this time, we'll be ready for them. Well, you've certainly learned to fit right in.
What? No extra cut for the humble mechanic that made all of this possible?
Oh my god, lady, give us a break.
All right, let's get down to business. You want your money, and you're going to get it. A lot of it. Shinya tells me we have enough money from that haul to not only fix up the quay, but purchase some serious firepower to pump up the fleet. Not to mention, pay off all the captains for sticking in there during our fight with Sistef. All that, and we'll still have plenty left over. I might actually take you up on that offer.
Hope you're ready to spend big then, cause I will most definitely drink your sorry ass right under the table.
Now that I'd like to see.
Okay, let's get this done. Before you head out and get drunk at the Nova, I want you to remember one thing. The fleet always comes first. There are still jobs to run, things to steal, and places to wreck. So celebrate, get wasted, then get back out there and make us some money. It was you who changed the fleet. Even if we didn't find the legacy, our future was secure the moment. Eventually they might try it, but they have the FC to worry about. Not to mention House Varun and all the other powers that be. Now, I didn't go to a fancy military academy, but even I know that fighting a war on 2 fronts is a bad idea. 3 fronts? You might as well raise the white flag. Already thinking ahead, huh? I like it. I won't lie. The idea of a pirate collective to rival the other systems sounds pretty good to me. But we'll save the expansion talk until after we get a full account of the war we just fought. I will say this, though. We have the Vigilance as our flagship now, so our armies are more mobile than ever. I will always appreciate what you have done for the fleet. Now get back out there, there's credits to take.
I'll keep an eye on things here. Damn, do you ever sleep? Aren't there roses you could be smelling somewhere? Look, I know what Dale said, but if you ask me, I think your next move should be to head down to the Nova and get yourself a drink. You've more than earned it. Are you kidding? You saved the fleet. I don't know if you're a captain, but you damn sure ain't no rook, and here's the key to prove it. No more sleeping in a bunk outside the Nova. You get a room, the gear, the whole nine. Congrats. I'm not gonna say I predicted this, but after the wreck job, I knew you were a keeper. I didn't tell you then because I didn't want it to go to your head. There's no containing it now, though. Hit me up if you got questions.
Now that we've got the legacy, I might work on a few personal projects. Oh, I have tons of thoughts. Forget the legacy. That's my prize. I want to pry that thing open right now and start tinkering. But Delgado might want to keep it intact to use as a warship. I told him if I break it, I'll just build him a new one. It's not like we don't have the money. See you around.
I still can't believe you got me back in. I figured it would take every last credit I had after everything it took to get back in. I'd be a fool to leave now. And besides, there's history being made in this moment. Even if I had business elsewhere, it can wait. It's no different than any other business acquisition. We keep the name on the store, but the creds go to the fleet. Goodbye.
Last time I underestimated Rook, ever.
No, I don't think I will. You giving me up to Bayou made that place off limits for the foreseeable future. Damn. The fleet, after all, knows how to have a good time. Anyone who doesn't, point them to me, and I'll have their pirate's license permanently revoked. There's an entire ritual for it. It involves a barrel, suspenders, and a very short plank. Later.
I knew you'd fit in here. I have half a mind to follow you, given how your luck's run as of late. But at the end of the day, I go where the creds go. And right now, all the deals are being cut here at the Key. Why? Is there anything new worth stealing? Because it would have to be pretty tempting for me to leave the Key now. Not that shaking the Carl Fieldings of the world for loose change isn't its own kind of fun. But with the legacy, we're dealing with matters on a whole different scale. Mm-hmm.
What a freaking day, am I right?
Really changed things around here.
Stopping Sistef is going to bring a lot more attention. Good question. When the fleet first approached me, I wasn't sure. There are 3 things I value in a business partner. The first 2 are discretion and trust. And for the Crimson Fleet, those might as well be curse words, with how little regard they're given. But the third thing I value is creds. Delgado promised me a fortune, and so now, I'm here. I've been involved in the smuggling trade all my life, and I mean that literally. The clinic I was born in was attacked by spacers. One of the doctors managed to sneak me off the station and took me to New Atlantis. After that, I got passed around through the foster system and ended up with a Chinese couple that smuggled goods to the well. I learned pretty quick that there were 2 worlds on New Atlantis, and to bridge them, you needed the guts of a burglar and the smile of a diplomat. I think so. I figure my New Atlantis contacts are all burned now that the fleet are in the headlines. For now, the plan is to stay here, build some connections, and maybe in a few years I'll get back into the smuggling business. But the ship still works, so if you ever need to hitch a ride, me and my crew would be happy to oblige. I'll probably stick to gathering intel. All the yo-ho-ho and other pirate bluster isn't my style. But that doesn't mean I won't drink a pint with my fellow swashbucklers to celebrate our victory. Most days, though, I prefer a cup of tea. Goodbye.
So many people, all in one place. I still cannot feel entirely comfortable.
I saw you talk and get paid. This news is titanic. The ripples from SysDef essentially being taken out of the picture. I think we're just starting to see them. So, I'm guessing you weren't with the good guys? Some policies you need to know. SSNN protects its sources. And for me, I never, and I mean never, reveal a source. So anything you say to me won't get back to you. Assuming you're good with that. What was your involvement? Anything you say they'll obviously read, but I'll strip out anything that could incriminate you. I can work with that. So, the Vigilance went to the Key and one hell of a space battle ensued. And somehow at the end of that, the Vigilance was commandeered, and SysDef has been dealt a massive blow. Maybe fatal. Any comment? Jesus. I mean, I imagine that was one tall order. I have to ask, why? Reading between the lines here, you helped the Crimson Fleet enormously. Piracy is going to get worse. So much worse. Again, why? I'll make sure the story makes it clear that SysDef were the aggressors here. I'll talk with publishing, but expect to see this soon. This is just me speaking as a human being here. But I hope you don't come to regret too much what you did.
Never quite had a friend like you. What the hell? With Crix's legacy, I thought for sure you were going to turn it over to SysDef. Instead, delivering an insane fortune to the Crimson Fleet? Why'd you help them? Really? And that's worth it to you? With all those damn credits, the fleet is going to be a literal plague for years. Hell, decades. Anyone that travels space is going to be in danger. That includes people like Sarah, Barrett, the whole gang. You know, our people. Did you even think about that? I mean, really being forced to know them? Maybe. But they are plenty bad enough. I've done things I'm not proud of, but I've never done anything like this. Till now. I just can't stand to look at you right now.
Hey, now the party can get started. Finally. Crimson Fleet ought to be pretty happy right about now. Must have been hard to decide what to do with all those credits. Are you satisfied with how it all turned out? Money? But there's so many ways to get money. You shouldn't sacrifice your morals for cash and prizes. The fleet now has the funding to do the harm they've always wanted. Everything is going to be more dangerous out there for everybody, including us. I can't say I share your confidence or optimism. Their aggression, their cruelty has just been rewarded. Why would they ever change now? I'm just thinking about all the people that this is going to impact out there. Regular, normal folk who just want to have a safe life. Space is already so unforgiving, so hostile to life. Humans are still so delicate out here, and now it's just that much harder for no good reason.
All right.
Give me a moment. I don't know where to start. I need you to tell me what on earth possessed you to side with the Crimson Fleet and betray UC Sistef. Have you completely lost your mind? It's almost as though I don't know you anymore. You're goddamn right I don't understand. Don't you realize that by strengthening the Crimson Fleet, you've done irreparable damage to the United Colonies? Not to mention the fact that you've exposed the rest of the settled systems to one of its most dangerous enemies. Don't be ridiculous. Of course I still care. Though I ended my service with the United Colonies years ago, I continue to remain vigilant as to what's going on within its borders. Anything that has a negative effect on the UC can also trigger a negative effect on Constellation. It had better be good, because you've got a lot to explain. Have you completely lost your mind? The Crimson Fleet swoop in like vultures, take everything that isn't nailed down, and leave nothing in their wake except destruction and death. No, I don't think that I do. And nothing you can say is going to make me change my mind. Look, you're free to do whatever you want. I was merely pulling you aside to speak to you as a friend. What you choose to do with my advice is completely up to you.
All those credits, and you just handed them over to the Crimson Fleet. You even need to ask such a question? But do not turn this around on me. Explain to me why you would do such a thing. All those credits, and you just handed them over to the Crimson Fleet. The pirates, the ones known for robbing, murder, and general betrayal, they will be good allies? Are you listening to yourself? Are they? They will inflict themselves upon who knows how many more because of the resources you have handed them. Is that the kind of legacy you want to be a part of? But you have made it more difficult for them. Do you not understand that? No, there is not. You will have to live with the consequences. If you are half the person I believe you to be, the credits will not help you sleep. What did you need? I think you should follow your own conscience, for I cannot be comfortable with either side gaining Crix's legacy. The Crimson Fleet do not deserve any sort of victory. They are pirate scum, and they always will be. But turning this over to the UC, and assisting them in eliminating the Crimson Fleet, that just allows them to sweep this under the rug, erase their mistake. They can continue pretending as though they are morally superior to the rest of the settled systems. Truthfully, I feel like no matter who receives Crix's legacy, no one really wins. I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
Hello.
Fleet have done a lot of work. Now we bring the heart.
Good. Is that it? Is that Crix's legacy? Amazing. Ensign, Take this and enter it into the data core analyzer.
I'm on it, sir.
You see, Lieutenant? I told you he wouldn't let us down.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. Encrypted or not, it's quite a lot of money to be carrying around. The temptation must have been excruciating. It just so happens we did. And with all that money you're carrying, can you really blame us? You could have set yourself up for life, but instead, you chose to do the right thing. It's incredible. Of course, I have a team of decryption experts from Galbank itself on standby. If they can't decrypt that currency, no one can.
I wasn't lying when I said that we had every contingency completely covered.
Well, I'm pleased you made the right decision. I wouldn't have enjoyed having to task our ships to hunt you down.
Now, on to other more pressing matters.
We received confirmation that the fleet ships were scouts sent to probe our defenses. Unfortunately, one of them jumped away before you arrived.
Which means that Delgado will have the Crimson Fleet prepping defenses of its own.
There is little time then. Decisive action must be taken.
I've spent years studying the Crimson Fleet's tactics. Their decision to sacrifice those smaller ships told me everything I needed to know.
That's the plan. Lieutenant, if you wouldn't mind explaining our strategy.
Yes, sir. The Vigilance is equipped with the latest in hyper-resistant shielding, making it the only ship that can safely approach the key. The catch is that the key has access to 3 orbital defensive batteries that can fire electromagnetic energy. One hit, and we lose those fancy shields. Our mission is to take out those batteries. In fact, I'll be personally leading the assault on Battery Alpha. I need you to be my support.
But you won't be alone. This is where all your hard work gathering evidence pays off.
Based on what we sent them, the leadership at MAST granted us an additional squadron. I've dispatched those ships to Battery Gamma. After we take out Alpha and Beta ourselves, we'll move to assist them.
Ideally, we'd have enough to take on all 3 at once. But this will have to do.
We've also given you a call sign, Renegade, to help coordinate our movements during the attack.
Once those batteries are destroyed, you board the key and bring Delgado to justice. You won't come quietly. You do what you have to do. No, I don't. I don't send my people on suicide missions. Lieutenant Toft and I are confident you have what it takes to get the job done. Well, this is it. After years of planning, it all comes down to this moment. All my hopes and my best wishes go with you. Good luck.
After all this sneaking around,
The commander's briefing
bringing
wasn't
the
clear.
fight to them.
Far enough you'll need to grab jump. I assume the fleet moved the batteries in order to have maximum coverage for any possible approach. I'd be willing to bet they shipped their track too, so we have a difficult time zeroing in on them. Actually, the batteries were part of the key's original design. The UC built them to bolster the key's defenses. They were worried about an outside attempt to free the prisoners, as opposed to an escape from below. Since the Crimson Fleet is now using them to target the Vigilance, they're basically turning our own weapon against us. Excellent. Let me have it, and I'll upload it to our database. That's a hell of a story. Still can't believe Crix ended up being marooned on the Legacy. All that wealth, and the only thing he could do was stare at it. Can you imagine? I almost feel bad for him. Must have driven the guy crazy. Anything else? All right. Keep up the good work. Don't worry. We'll be laughing about this.
Shouldn't you be heading back to your ship? Simple, really. I've never been able to convince the top brass just how much of a threat the Crimson Fleet has been to the settled systems. Until now. Even with Crix's legacy in our hands, the fact that the enemy came this close to having that much money at their disposal changed their minds. With the support ships the UC sent us, now we have a chance to take out those defensive batteries and get close to the key. We'll secure it here for now, but eventually we'll be bringing it back to MAST. And as for what happens to the money itself, that really isn't up to me. It's up to my superiors. They'll make sure it's sent to the right place. It's been a pleasure having you as part of my team.
Looks like the pirates want to dance. Mole. Not sure. We had most of our birds in for maintenance when they jumped in. Just bad timing, really. Ensign over here managed to track down one scout that wasn't with the main group. Did a fancy yo-yo, though, and gave him the slip. That's right, Renegade. Looks like I'll be your wingman for the attack on Battery Alpha. I heard you got some moves. I'm looking forward to seeing your bird in action. Try not to forget who you are, okay? It'd break the commander's heart to have to hunt you down. Good day, Captain.
Find the interior of this ship comforting. Can we speak for a moment? It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories. Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems. There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, It describes the people of how, in exchange, he Yes, very. You must understand. And yet here, it felt like a small betrayal. It's not something I have much experience. It was so sudden. There was barely time to I believe my years of training, Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong, they were... No. 10 years. No, maybe. In my time getting to know you, my connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust. I need to finally pursue this. Thank you. That is... I'm sorry, I am not used to someone being so considerate on my behalf. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Akila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Starship, Cora. Pets and starships don't always make so well.
Our tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurled from space.
We'll see, young girl.
your flagship as we speak. I wouldn't expect backup anytime soon. Gives me plenty of time to blow your ships out of the void. All right, fleet! Triple share to whoever takes the traitor down!
All ships, defensive formations.
You did this to me. I can decrypt and re-encode thousands of credits in seconds, but something as simple as this, I didn't see it coming. Not in the slightest. And now because of you, my bomb's been activated. Which means I'm as good as dead. Simple. If I step 1 foot outside of this room, I'll explode, and that'll be that. So either I wait here until I starve to death, or I walk away and end it all. It's the Crimson Fleet's idea of punishment. Now that Sistef is here, the Crimson Fleet can't afford to have everything I know fall into the wrong hands. The moment the Vigilance arrived, Delgado pushed the button, which is as good as putting a gun to my head and pulling the trigger. Forgive me if I don't take you at your word, since you've been lying to me from the very beginning. I've paid you well, treated you with respect, and kept trouble off your back more than a few times. Look me in the eye and tell me why you've allowed this to happen to me. You owe me that much. Do I really need to explain this to you? There's quite a significant difference between dishonesty and dishonor. Well, now that you're here, I don't expect that you'll stay and watch my rather spectacular ending. So why don't you just get out of my sight and let me die in peace? The bomb in my chest is expressly designed to punish me for my mistakes, not everyone else. The worst that could happen to the key would be having to wash my guts off of the walls of the core. After everything I just said, you'd still be willing to help me. I must be a complete fool, because even though it makes no sense, I believe you. The only way to deactivate the bomb is through Delgado's computer and operations. You'll probably need his ID to get in. I don't know why you're helping me, but I sincerely hope this isn't another one of your tricks.
To finish the job personally? Do you really think I'm that stupid? I have had eyes on you since you blasted your way aboard the key. And now, it's obvious you've been working for C-Steph all along. The game is over. I know what you are. I don't know who the hell you are anymore. I thought I did, but clearly, I was wrong. What the hell happened to you? You had Crix's legacy in your hands, and you gave it away. For what? For honor? Justice? Yeah, sure. Like Igande is going to shower you in credits for doing your duty like a good little toy soldier. Give me a break. You'll be lucky if he does any more than just pin a medal on your uniform and put your picture on SSNN. Looking out for number one, huh? So you did pick up some of my dirty habits. Maybe I taught you too well. You know, when we were on Suvorov, I saw the potential for you to become badass pirate. One of the best. And now you suddenly expect me to believe I have been fooled the entire time? That this was some kind of elaborate game you have been playing? No. No way. For once in your life, be honest with me. Admit that you were tempted. Well, at least we know you are still human. It is obvious that no matter what I say, you have no intention of honoring our pact. You clearly never did. I have already locked down the key and set its reactors to overload. Soon, you, me, and everyone near this station are going to be vaporized. Let's see how far that loyalty to C-Steph takes you now. You and I both know that the moment I try to leave the station, Ikande will either attempt to capture me or blow me out of the void. No, I refuse to go out that way. If I am going down, I am taking the key with me. No one will ever set foot on this station again. Your arrogance is unbelievable. You think I'm doing this just to be rid of you? No. I simply refuse to be the first person since Jasper Griggs to allow UC SysDef to take over this station. If this is truly the final chapter of the Crimson Fleet, then the message has to be sent that we did not go silently! And spend the rest of my life in the brig without a credit to my name? Why would I do that? It's not that simple. And I suppose you want me to think it ends outside of prison. They might. And if they do, I would just be tight. If so, let... Fair point, Rook. And even on a ship like the Vigilance, there's always a chance I could escape. But not if I die here. Fine. You win. Standing down the reactors. With the legacy gone, we're dead in the water anyway. But before you have Ikande lock me up, I'm gonna leave you with some parting words. Whether you know it or not, you're damn good at being a pirate. It's in your blood. One of these days, that's all gonna hit you. And I'll be waiting for you in my cell to tell you I told you so. Go.
Let's see what was being protected.
What the future holds for the Crimson Fleet? Changes are coming, Gale. Huge changes. Crimson Fleet will soon be a much bigger player in the game to the members of the settled systems. That's quite a bold statement. Would you elaborate? Well, let's just say that I'm on the brink of a storm so large, it makes everything else pale in comparison. Beyond that, you just have to wait and see. If you aren't willing to discuss the details, why Brad at the end of this interview? Simple. I refuse to allow you to see this banner bear the story, making it sound like they're in complete control of the situation. I'm gonna tell you right now, they aren't. Why does the Crimson Fleet need to make a serious move that you're being so evasive about? I know SysDef has tried to keep this meeting as long as possible. So let me sum this up. I intend to make sure that the Crimson Fleet becomes the colony's worst
So you disarmed the bomb.
And nothing.
Then,
I mean,
for our deal,
nothing in this universe
Commander, I will come
stop me from achieving that goal.
There are those that would disagree with you and claim this interview is grandstanding, or worse. After all, Bethesda had a quarter system. Any more aspirations couldn't find a directionless return to the fleet.
You and the machine that listen to you're so worried about what I had to say, you wouldn't allow yourself to be brought here.
Hello.
That was real impressive flying, kid. You earned your wings today.
Thank you, sir. I was just trying to do my part. A lot of heroes on this day.
You know, I had my doubts about you. Once a criminal, always a criminal. You know how it is. But then I asked myself, as spectacular as I am, can I do what you do? And the answer was an emphatic no. See, I'm a great shooter, but a straight shooter. And that wasn't going to win this war. What we needed was someone standing on their side with a boomerang gun. We needed someone whose bullets curved. It was us or them, kiddo. Hopefully you don't feel guilty about letting me live. If so, I suggest skipping the second thoughts and heading straight for third. If nothing else, it's closer to home. Anyway, you got a date with the commander. I figure he'll sprain something trying to pin the medals on your chest. But in all honesty, you deserve it. Good work taking out those pirates, renegade.
Great job.
You have permission to speak freely.
It's good to have you.
I believe congratulations are in order. With this decisive blow, the end of the Crimson Fleet is all but assured. But as much as I'd like to begin this celebration, technically we're still in the process of wrapping up the operation. On that note, Lieutenant, what do you have for me?
Reports are coming in right now, Commander. Delgado and Shinya Voss have been taken into custody. Also, we've transferred personnel to the Key to secure the location until the United Colonies decides what they want to do with the station.
And what about Neva Mora?
According to our reports, Neva led the strike force that attacked the Vigilance. Unfortunately, that was the last we saw of her. It looks like she managed to escape. We don't know her current whereabouts, but I have our operations team looking into it.
That's fine. Overall, excellent news, Lieutenant. I have to admit, for the first time in 7 years, I don't know what to say. How about you? I know that was difficult. You hanging in there? I certainly would have preferred to have reached a resolution regarding her whereabouts. After all, she was the fleet's second in command.
Just watch your back. I'm fairly certain she's not going to simply forget what you've done to the Crimson Fleet.
Let's not ruin the moment, Gillian. I'm sure our friend here is feeling quite pleased. Am I correct? You have no reason to feel guilty about anything.
No matter how close you were to the fleet, you have to remember that they're terrible people that did terrible things, and don't deserve your guilt.
I've twisted arms and cashed in some favors at Mast. I wanted to make sure you got a share of the money you recovered from the legacy. Call it a reward, a token of appreciation, whatever the hell you want. But you've absolutely earned every credit.
Eliminating the fleet is reward enough. But I will certainly not complain about the extra credits.
Well, yes, I believe it did. But even if the money is ever returned to its rightful owner, and I believe it will, eventually, I'm sure they'd agree you deserve your share. Don't thank me yet. If it had been completely up to me, you'd get a lot more than they're giving you.
Now that you're rich and famous, maybe you'll still remember us little people, huh?
Decorum, Lieutenant? Damn, I'm going to be really sorry to see you go. You've really become an important part of our team. It won't be the same around here without you.
Although, if you feel like staying aboard, I'm sure I could give you access to the SysDef mission board. That is, if you can stand spending another minute with us on Vigilance.
Excellent. I'm happy we haven't somehow frightened you away. Anyway, enough talk. You've earned a break, and I'm sure you wish to celebrate. Here's your promised reward. And wherever you might find yourself, my best wishes travel with you. You're back. Anything to report? Still on hold until we can get the politics sorted. Some of the officials at Mast have brought up concerns about returning the legacy to a collective we were just at war with. And to be fair, their point is not without merit. Should we go to war, funds from the legacy could lead directly to the death of our soldiers. There is also talk that the legacy could be a bargaining chip in any future peace talks, and simply handing it over could cost us leverage. But regardless, two things will always be true. We will return the legacy to its rightful owners, and Mast will dictate the terms. I will likely take a moment for myself, and drink to those we lost in this fight. If not for them, well, we would not have made it this far. This is their victory, as much as it is ours. Their remnants are still scattered across the galaxy, including Neva Mora. And beyond the Crimson Fleet, piracy will always be an issue, so long as ships traverse unregulated space. In other words, it's not time to retire just yet. There is still plenty of work to do. As you were.
Some of the crew
The
had
mission board
doubts
should
about
provide
you.
you with any intel
Not
on fleet
anymore.
activity. Mast will have the ultimate say, but we've petitioned to have it refurbished for SysDef use. But first, we'll need to perform an audit of the key's overall condition. Most of the repairs done to the station weren't exactly up to standard. If the site is deemed not up to code, we're better off destroying it. That would also have political value, given the embarrassing history behind it. For now, we have a strike team dedicated to sweeping the area for explosives. Once they give the all clear, forensics will come in to gather evidence. After that's done, then we'll start the audit of the station's condition. It's a process. That's right, since you're no longer undercover, you now have full access to our mission boards, just like other special agents. You've proven that time and time again. Lending your talents to these smaller missions is still a big help. The person whose life you save might go on to help others. They may even end up on this ship. To that end, if you're in need of anything ship-wise, talk to me, and I'll have our maintenance crew take a look. No more bartering for scraps at the depot. You'll have full access to the best the UC has to offer.
You have that look in your eye. What's the scoop? Of course you are. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, SysDef finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved? So what do you do for an encore? So, the Vigilants went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add? Really? I might have to fact-check that, but it would fill in some gaps. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero, and SysDef's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts? I will make sure the story emphasizes that. People need to know that. And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life. And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you.
This is Sirak on the Starfield Oracle. We are anomalous readings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not board.
How you doing, Sweet Pea?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better.
This is Sirak on the Starfield Oracle.
Yes, you'd be a lot
We are anomalous readings.
You know me so well, Dad.
I cannot give up. Hold on. You are strong. Concentrate.
I'm trying, Sirak, but it's getting worse. I can feel my mind slipping. Fragmenting. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me.
No, I will not leave you here.
It's pointless. We share this fate. This is our end. The great... No. No, it's happening. Sirak, run. I can't stop it.
Cold here. Too cold to be safe for sure.
But how? The last. Is someone there or... My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
As I said, a new vortex interlock is needed. The reactor must be stabilized before we can proceed. We did not anticipate that we might have erred in our recreation of the vortex interlock, or that we could overload it. I confess I had lost hope. I grew up hearing stories of my grandfather's communion with the Great Serpent, the immense responsibility he was given to create and guide House Varun. By the time I became Speaker and inherited that responsibility, so much had changed. The once proud glory of House Varun was diminished. We had lost our way, and I alone could not discern a path forward. I required the Great Serpent's guidance once more, so I set out to find him. Perhaps, but were that true, were he to judge me for it, I could accept that. It would have been worth it, all the same. Perhaps that judgment still awaits me, for thus far I have not seen his glory in person. I learned that my grandfather had attempted something similar. I found reassurance in that idea that he, too, sought additional instruction from the Serpent. And over time, I began to see that the Great Serpent had indeed left a path for me, hidden amongst the experimental failures and setbacks. This vortex, the place between places, and the energy it holds, could be harnessed, refined, directed. But we are so close. We are on the precipice of greatness. Utilizing the vortex energy, we have learned that we can create powerful warriors, capable of teleporting vast distances in an instant. The brave volunteers in this room await the chance to be the first wave of soldiers loyal to the Great Serpent and our cause. House Varun can project force on a scale unimaginable in the history of the human race. Jinan Varun's mandate can be fulfilled. The Serpent's crusade can begin anew. Despite all that has happened, their life support system has remained stable. Just one more sign from the Great Serpent that we are following his will. And now, the glorious honor falls to you, my faithful servant. Activate the pods, carry out the Serpent's will, and begin House Varun's triumph! Please, I have waited so long. What other choice do we have? The heathens and heretics loathe our very existence already. Why not be what they expect? By finishing what Jinan Varun started, we fulfill our duty to prepare the way for the Great Serpent. and none will ever again dare mock or belittle us. Peace? You think House Varun has known peace? We suffer each and every day. This will restore the balance. You yourself must have encountered the Phantoms in Malign Dam. You know how formidable yet limited their abilities were. The Varun soldiers suspended within these pods are an improvement on all of that prior work. Activate the system, and they will be suffused with vortex energy, making them nearly invulnerable, giving them almost unlimited engagement range. They will be proof that House Varun's ascent to glory has begun. None will be able to deny it. Well, surely you can see that I am unable, or else I would have done it by now. And I think it fitting that the Great Serpent has led you this far, to now allow you to be the one to restore House Varun to greatness. Send out hundreds, thousands more.
Intruders in level. Emergent.
Zealots have infiltrated the Citadel. They cannot be allowed to gain control of our work. Waste no time. Ascend the Citadel. Join me at the pinnacle. We must defend the Vortex Gate. We cannot fail the Great Serpent now. Glad to have you here with me in this moment, but we are running out of time. We risk losing everything to the Zealots, so the gate must cycle one more time, shifting the Citadel into the Vortex and back again. The Zealots inside will be cast into the void, but I am sorry to say, so will you. It is the only way. The Serpent's Crusade is too important to risk. The work must carry on. You have served honorably. Your deeds here and your sacrifice will be heralded down through the generations. Child, there is no other way. All must serve. Afraid not. You were not present when the experiment began, and so you shall not be present when it ends. My child, you are not being cast aside. I could not have made it this far without you. Your time has just come to its inevitable end. From the moment I commissioned this project, I knew we might suffer losses. I will carry that burden with me, I assure you. It cannot be shut down. Not now, when so much is at stake. mistake. Not when I am so close. When the zealots have been purged, we will learn from this experience and we will try again. Eventually, I will be granted an audience with the Great Serpent. No! You will not jeopardize everything now!
Slowly.
I told you he would
make
make
a lot. I cannot believe it. The Citadel is gone. There is no sign of Anasco. You failed. You brought us no scrap of hope for the future. You must understand that seems hard to believe.
You will have to explain yourself. Where is Anasco? Why is he not here with us?
Then truly, we are lost. Without Anasco, there is no speaker. There is no way forward.
Perhaps. Or perhaps we acknowledge a simple truth. We are currently the government. We decide what happens from here.
You dare speak of treason? Heresy!
I speak of survival.
Please, calm down, both of you.
This is not a time to be calm or sit idly by. This is a time for action. We, the three of us, are the High Council. All of House Varun looks to us for guidance. We should provide it.
At least I am not the only one here who still sees reason.
Anasco is not here, Lovek. And he will not be coming back. We must take action without him. Surely, you can see that.
No. The Speaker is the only one who decides such things. It is not within our power.
But Lovek, it can be. We can decide that right here, right now.
we can carve a path forward for House Va'ruun. Or else, we can sit by and watch all that we have built crumble around us.
And what assurance do I have that the two of you are not just looking to usurp power for yourselves?
Then we let the diviner decide. And we have a herald here as a witness.
Surely you cannot mean this. House Va'ruun's survival is paramount. To say such a thing is heresy. You would brand yourself a traitor. This is a result of your escape, yes? You hit your head. You do not mean what you just said. Then decisions about our future no longer concern you. Out of respect for all you have done for us, you will be allowed to leave the city. But after that, you are an enemy of House Va'ruun, and will be killed on sight. Go then. Go back to the worthless settled systems and share their fate when the shrouding comes. For it will come.
Things to discuss.
After everything, you betray us like this?
Why do you torment me? After everything, all the effort to save Dasra, you turn your back on them and refuse to help name a speaker? Are you mad? There are a great many things in life far more unpleasant that we all must deal with, whether we want to or not. You were granted an incredible opportunity to help House Va'ruun define itself going forward. And you were explicitly warned about the consequences of your choice. And you went and made it anyway, and now we cannot go back. It does matter, because this decision has consequences. You have cut us off from House Va'ruun. You have potentially cut me off from House Va'ruun. If you cannot even begin to see how that might hurt me, I want nothing to do with you. I would really like to believe that. You know that I love you. You mean so much to me. But this... I will try to move past it, but it is difficult. You mean so much to me. But what you have done... I had only just once again found my home. And now I may never be able to return. I can only hope that someday, on my own, I can convince the Council to allow me back. I will stay with you until that time, in honor of all that has passed between us, but you must do better. You must be better.
Slowly.
I told you he would make it.
I cannot believe it. The Citadel is gone. There is no sign of Anasco. You failed. You brought us no scrap of hope for the future? Then I suppose you are fortunate.
No one standing in this room right now is fortunate. We have no speaker, no citadel. Where is Anasco? Then truly, we are lost. Without Anasco, there is no speaker. There is no way forward.
Perhaps. Or perhaps we acknowledge a simple truth. We are currently the government. We decide what happens from here.
You would dare speak of treason? Heresy!
I speak of survival.
Please, calm down, both of you.
This is not a time to be calm or sit idly by. This is a time for action. We, the three of us, are the High Council. All of House Va'ruun looks to us for guidance. We should provide it.
Yes, Jamal is right. We would have to name a new speaker.
Malabor, you cannot possibly be considering this madness. We do not have that kind of authority. It is not within our power.
But Lovek, it can be. We can decide that right here, right now. We can carve a path forward for House Va'ruun. Or else, we can sit by and watch all that we have built crumble around us.
And what assurance do I have that the two of you are not just looking to usurp power for yourselves?
Then we let the diviner decide. And we have a herald here as witness.
I think it is. 3 houses stand before you. Simply choose which should represent House Va'ruun going forward. Then so it shall be. House Va'ruun moves forward from this crisis and continues to serve the Great Serpent.
All must serve.
Before you adjourn, is there not one matter more to address?
I do not understand. To what do you refer?
To the matter of the Serpent's crusade, of course. The diviner knows of what I speak.
I don't understand. The crusade was ages ago. What does that have to do with any of this?
Explain the meaning of this at once.
After all this time, and we knew nothing of this. The council was never consulted.
To be fair, it has never been necessary for the speaker to consult the council. It is his decision to make.
There is nothing more to discuss. If the speaker calls for crusade, then we answer.
I can assure you all that he did indeed believe in it.
Then House Vethol agrees. The crusade begins. What does House Dulkef say?
I have no wish to defy the speaker, but he is no longer here. The Va'ruun people need time. House Dulkef declines.
No, I should have expected as much. And what does House Kadik say?
Both of my colleagues have made valid points. The matter is complicated. I believe that for the moment, House Kadik abstains.
So, 1 vote for, 1 against. And what about you? Should we take up the sword and fight for House Va'ruun, or continue to cower here and pity ourselves?
Consider what you are about to say very carefully.
Yes, of course. Such an immense decision can only benefit from discussion. There are no innocent people. If you are not promised, then you will be cast into shadow. Jinan Va'ruun was very clear. You know how these things go. If we do not decide now, word will get out. It always does. Then we will have to deal with even more disarray. It is best that we control the narrative immediately.
It seems the prudent choice at the moment. House Kadik will, of course, accept the judgment of the council no matter the decision. But to be candid, I do not wish to be the deciding vote in such a monumental decision.
We have only just survived the most terrible period in the last few decades. We need at least a moment to breathe, to feel some sense of relief. And we are hardly in a position to begin any sort of major military operation, both in terms of provisions and strategic positioning. But if it is the will of the Council, of course, House Dulkef will commit fully.
I am. Jinan Va'ruun himself began the original Serpent's Crusade, and it is long past time that we return to it. We cannot share this universe with heretics. There is no question that we will have to start with limited engagements. For now, we strike where we can, Make it deadly to travel among the stars. We put fear back into the settled systems, where it belongs. Then do we begin the crusade? Then we have a decision.
Very well. We will notify the elders of the houses as well as our new speaker, and begin preparations as soon as possible. And with all of this out of the way, we will take our leave. You have been through a great deal and deserve a chance to rest. The home, of course, is yours. You deserve a place among us after everything. Know that House Va'ruun is eternally grateful for all that you have done, and that the Great Serpent will one day grant you a place by his side.
You have served House Va'ruun.
Quick. Hey, we need to talk right now. I'm trying to keep my cool, but seriously, what were you thinking with this Serpent's Crusade crap? Oh, right, the madman who blew up half the city, that guy. I like to think I have thick skin, but this is different. Fact is, you messed up big time. Well, then you haven't been paying attention. You were given a simple choice, war or peace. I never thought anyone could get that choice wrong. But then you did. I think I made my intentions clear. You read my mind. Listen, it's not just me. In another life, maybe I look the other way. But I have to set a good example for Cora. Which means at the next port, we're leaving. Don't want to make a big speech about it, let's just go our separate ways.
Oh, the universe is essentially infinite. And yet here you are again. Come on, out with it. What's the problem here? You can't be serious. This is the correct response to the situation at hand, actually. You were out of control. I'm not the one who's out of line by calling you out for your actions. Fine. I am yelling. That's fair. But this is actually serious. And I'm not joking here. Either you made a mistake, or you're not the person I thought you were when I said I'd travel with you. I'm not happy about what has happened. That should be evident. Will I leave? Well, that entirely depends on you. All right. I will. So, this is it then. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this. At the next port, we'll go our separate ways. I've got a universe to explore after all. You'll find your own way without me just fine, I'm sure.
Your ship smells so much better than...
Slowly, slowly.
I told you he would make it.
I cannot believe it. The Citadel is gone. There is no sign of a Nasco. You failed. You brought us no scrap of hope for the future. I do not wish to suggest that I do not care.
I would do more than suggest. You are inconsequential compared to the speaker. Why are you standing here instead of in Asco? Then truly, we are lost. Without Inasco, there is no speaker. There is no way forward.
Perhaps. Or perhaps we acknowledge a simple truth. We are currently the government. We decide what happens from here.
You would dare speak of treason? Heresy!
I speak of survival.
Please, calm down, both of you.
This is not a time to be calm or sit idly by. This is a time for action. We, the three of us, are the High Council. All of House Va'ruun looks to us for guidance. We should provide it. Indeed, we will. So we should name one. Right now.
That is not within our power.
But Lovek, it can be. We can decide that right here, right now. We can carve a path forward for House Va'ruun. Or else, we can sit by and watch all that we have built crumble around us.
And what assurance do I have that the two of you are not just looking to usurp power for yourselves?
Then we let the diviner decide. And we have a herald here as a witness.
An amusing thought, but no. Try again. Then so it shall be. House Va'ruun moves forward from this crisis and continues to serve the Great Serpent.
All must serve.
Before you adjourn, is there not one matter more to address?
I do not understand. To what do you refer?
To the matter of the Serpent's crusade, of course. The diviner knows of what I speak.
I don't understand. The crusade was ages ago. What does that have to do with any of this?
Explain the meaning of this at once. Truly, that was the Speaker's wish? Then our path is clear.
Respectfully, I disagree. We are in no position to undertake something like that right now. We need time to rebuild, recover.
There is nothing more to discuss. If the Speaker calls for crusade, then we answer.
I can assure you all that he did indeed believe in it.
Then House Vethol agrees. The crusade begins. What does House Dulkef say?
I have no wish to defy the Speaker, but he is no longer here. The Va'ruun people need time. House Dulkef declines.
No, I should have expected as much. And what does House Kadik say?
Both of my colleagues have made valid points. The matter is complicated. I believe that for the moment, House Kadik abstains.
So, one vote for, one against. And what about you? Should we take up the sword and fight for House Va'ruun, or continue to cower here and pity ourselves?
Consider what you are about to say very carefully.
So be it.
And with all of this out of the way, we will take our leave. You have been through a great deal and deserve a chance to rest. The home, of course, is yours. You deserve a place among us after everything. Know that House Va'ruun is eternally grateful for all that you have done, and that the Great Serpent will one day grant you a place by his side.
You know what? I actually appreciate that.
Starborn, human mercenaries, alien creatures, whatever it takes to stop us.
Grav drive's looking nominal.
I'll meet you there. Be ready.
Without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with then is other visitors.
Here they come. Make ready. See that anomaly? The temple's artifact is reacting to all the fighting. It might be the only way through. Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong? Shouldn't we...
Would you shut up? Both of you do your jobs. Client is on his way. That was a shift in space-time. A dip into the multiverse. We'll have to go through a few more to reach the center. Something much like yours, I suspect. A beginning, a regret, or a surprise. Both. Neither. All right. Keep yourself steady.
We have visitors! Vadek, you didn't tell me we have visitors.
We have visitors.
Welcome. What's mine is yours. Well, no, it's still mine, but you get what I mean. I'm impressed. How did you... You don't deserve the final artifact. This life you've led, you're nothing but a thief, an opportunist, a liar. It's more than credits that the Unity will demand of you. You think you have a right to the infinite? You're nothing! Guards!
Now we're in business.
Open up! All the way! Yeah, we're in business!
The temple is testing you. Always. In the end, the search for the artifacts always ends here.
Come on, Rook. Come on. You can make it. Barely stepped on the juryman's road with us. Can't see another soul off to the void so soon. No. No. I'll pour one out to the blackest sea for you, Rook. What the? Crix's ghost? What kind of cruelty is this? This some starborn trick? Come to mock me before you twist the blade? Multiple universes? You're a visitor jumping through the gates of space and time? Not sure if you're just a reflection of a shattered brain, but okay. I get your meaning. Well, ghost from the other side. I'll keep what you said rolling around in my head for a spell. But for now, wouldn't mind if you gave me a bit. I just lost a friend.
The last temple. Once we get inside, be ready. With so much power gathered here, anything can happen.
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
I shouldn't be too surprised you made it this far. Serves me right for not being convincing enough. Is this where you give your big speech? Let's hear it. It does tend to be... You're worried about my life. Touching. I suddenly find myself feeling the weight of years. Fine. Just this once. In just this universe. Here.
You've done it. The temple's artifact is yours. Yes. For now, with every starborn out for themselves, conflict is bound to continue. One day, maybe that won't be true. Yes, you've proven yourself worthy. The Unity awaits. I know we aren't from the same universe, but it kind of feels like old times. Here. All the artifacts I've gathered. I wouldn't speak to them before you go. No. My place is in this universe now. That's a difficult question. You might as well be asking, when is the Unity? Why does the Unity exist, or how does the Unity truly work? It's not a fixed place in space-time. You'll be... well, you'll have more luck understanding when you get there. You'll see the glory of our multiverse and your place in it. Then, you'll be asked to make a choice. I'll say no more. Place the armillary in your ship, then power up your grav drive. It'll take care of the rest. You've earned the artifact. Good. Richly consumed. Will we be taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
We did it! We have all the artifacts! I can't wait to get to the Unity! I've been reading all about parallel universe theory, and I'm so ready to meet another version of me. You think it's okay if I call them Cora too? Dad said you might say that, but this is a constellation discovery, and it's equal membership. So... look, Dad said that there's a chance we might all get separated after we go to the Unity. You don't think that's going to happen, do you? So that everyone else can leave me behind? You know what? I'm losing something either way, so... if I have a choice, I'm choosing adventure. I'm sure gonna miss the lodge, but I can't wait to see what happens next.
Always knew we could pull this off. Finally! These new universes won't know what hit them. Forget about the Starborn and the Hunter. It's Barrett and company from here on out. I suppose we can do that. Classic. Look, if this is a are we doing this or not talk, then stop right there. We're doing this. The multiverse waits for no one. You wouldn't be the first person to say that. Well, not the multiverse part, obviously. Although, from a chaos theory perspective, maybe. Come on. We didn't do all this not to take the final step. Now let's get going.
So, the Unity awaits. I'm not as afraid as I thought I would be. Stepping away from the world you know can lead to a better place. That is not what I meant. I would not want to leave it behind so easily either. I just meant that life keeps going, even when you have lost everything. Do you think we will see each other after the Unity? Will we even recognize each other if we do? Part of me does not want to. I could stay here with everyone, with you. But I will step into the beyond whenever you are ready. I know this is what we have all been working for.
We're in orbit.
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity. The infinite only exists. Judging it makes no difference. I am as much you as you are a part of everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The Unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret? Do you feel dead? You are energy. And energy cannot be destroyed. Fair. I wonder what your decision will be then. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. yourself. That intangible part of you, that something that makes you unique amongst the infinite, will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean? This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind. Unknowingly, you just answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day, you might even meet the creators, but not this day. As for the why, so that you could ask that very question, so that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysterious of the unending cosmos. Much like the death of a star creates new kinds of matter, so will the part of your being become fused with the unity itself. That part is what becomes starborn and crosses into the multiverse. Through your eyes, it will be as if waking up from a dream. Walk into the gate of light, and you will become starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You could turn around, walk away from the unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time. Your lover, Andrasia, eventually chooses to be reborn herself. Your commitment to each other bolsters all relationships in the settled systems. Marriages blossom. More people in House Varun begin to question its orthodoxy and look to the outside world. Your work with UC Sysdef against the Crimson Fleet is a triumph of law over greed. The UC establishes greater security throughout the settled systems. Travelers throughout the stars will be safer. Ryujin Industries dismantles the internal neuroamp and keeps its existence a secret. The company is successful, but quieter. Every new operative that is hired hears the story of your rise through the corporate ladder and looks to emulate your success. Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make? The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for home out there. there in the stars. The emissary remains in this universe, but your faith in them inspires them to seek out those they believe are worthy of finding the unity. Many noble Starborn will be reborn under their guidance. Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Freestar Rangers put justice above petty power plays and politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Freestar Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase. The resurrection of the Asili species leads to a massive reduction in terramorph attacks across the settled systems. At the same time, the need to spread the Asilis far and wide increases cooperation between all the factions. Belief in the UC as the diplomatic leader of the settled systems grows.
I'm glad I finally caught up with you. I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you. Yes, that's you. I won't ask how you know. Clearly, Agent Number 1 sees something special in you. Maybe this is related. Anyway, go to the headquarters in Akila City and speak with them if you wish to join. I suppose we will. I'll be heading out soon if there's nothing more. Remember, Trackers Alliance HQ in Akila City. Speak to Agent Number 1.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now? I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it. So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth, or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them. And if what you've told us about the Starborn is to be believed, we'll need all the help we can get. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others. And we're grateful for that, Starborn. Now, let's get those artifacts.
Trace physiological and neurological readings I'm able to pick up from you are unprecedented. You really are something.
While it is customary to say,
I know you didn't have to
"Welcome
tell us everything
home,"
about the artifacts.
that is not
We won't let this
dimensionally
knowledge go
accurate in this case.
So, we have a Starborn in Constellation. And you knew all of us from your prior universe. Even our secrets, perhaps. It's a bit unsettling, honestly. All right, I don't think I can. What I mean is, I think it would be best if we kept a little distance. I don't want to confuse who I am with who you knew, if that makes sense. But I'll watch your back. How could I not want a front row seat to all this? Starborn or not, you're part of Constellation now. Bye.
You're not quite the angel I thought may have made the artifacts, but a miracle nevertheless.
I stand by my initial skepticism of you, but welcome aboard. Other universes might exist. It's also full of possibilities.